We start our journey with Norway as our end destination. Because of the special experiences on this first day, I divided the video into two parts. This is the first part. After a pleasant sailing along the south coast of Bretagne, we experienced a surprising and rare view of ocean upwellings. These are small-scale areas of vertical currents that form a sort of flat mushroom-like surface on the sea. This is a video of my series Adventures with Trawler Yacht Whitehorse, my Grand Banks 36. The day before we had a good test run and we decided to start our expected 30 to 50 days of sea adventures from France to Norway. Our first destination was the island of Ouessant, about 10 kilometers west of the coast near the known city of Brest. We left the marina of Port-La-Forêt around noon after having had a good breakfast on the boat and paid our dues at the harbour master's office. The first intermediate destination was the lighthouse Fra-Dekmühl, where we had to turn northwards. The distance was about 20 nautical miles and would take approximately 3 hours. The journey along the southern coast of Bretagne was smooth and relaxing. As predicted, the wind was from east, that meant from our back, and we had less waves against us. The weather was sunny and warm. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, please press the like button and subscribe to my channel. You can also press on the ringing bell and you will be informed when new videos are published. You can also write me comments or any questions which I gladly will answer. Have a good day. After about 2.5 hours of travel, we were south of Keriti, Penmark, and the surface of the sea suddenly changed. Instead of waves, the surface of the sea got more smooth and nearly no waves. And then we saw them, the first upwellings. They are showing as nearly smooth surfaces and a diameter of 20 to 50 meters. The water seems to raise from the depth of the sea to the surface, forming a type of top of a mushroom. These upwellings are a sign that a sea current meets an undersea obstacle and its waters are forced up. At the same time, at the surface, there is another current that travels along the coast. You can see these vertical upwellings very clearly on the video, where patches of the sea seem smooth, while around them the waves are clearly visible. It was the first time I saw this and very interesting, while Trawler could explain me these special surface structures. For the boat, it meant that it would suddenly push to some other course, but otherwise the sailing got much smoother and calmer in the absence of larger waves. As we headed onwards to the town of Penmark, at the western end of this coast, the wind changed and it was blowing from the north and got stronger. You see it when you pass the sailboat going fast. Along the coast there were many white, long, sandy beaches. Soon after we reached Penmark with the lighthouse far Dekmyr, where we had to change our direction to north. Measuring 65 meters of height, this is one of the tallest lighthouses of the world. Actually, one can see 3 lighthouses at Penmark Point. The oldest is called Vieille Tour, the old tower, then the Penmark lighthouse from 1835, and then the new Far Dekmyr, which was finished 1897. So also this is already 130 years old. I had expected to have less waves along the west coast, as the wind would blow from the east over land and the sea would not have time to build up considerable waves. Well, I was wrong. The wind kept blowing from north and we experienced considerable headwind with growing sizes of waves. We kept a while near the beaches of Penmark to be protected by the long nose of land that is stretched westwards at the point of Ras. This was our next intermediate destination. It took us about 3 hours from Penmark to reach the western point du Ras. The sea got rougher and the wind blew with more force. But still, we had some protection from the land masses in the north before reaching the lighthouse at Point du Ras. At this point, we also come to an end of this episode, as I want to tell you the story of our fight against wind and waves after Point du Ras in the next video. I hope you will be my guest again and promise you some action. Please do take the time to subscribe and like this video. It will help me a lot. I want to thank all of you who have subscribed already. With the last episode, I passed 20 subscribers on my way to the first 1,000. This is what I need to get reimbursed by YouTube for my time spent and efforts needed. Finally, I would like to encourage you to give me some comments so that I can give you more background. Thank you.